I had COVID, and that was shocking for me. I have been in the natural healing arts for 35 years or so. I've been teaching for 33 of those years, and I know what to do to take care of myself. And I have a lot of tools and technology to do that, as well as prayer, belief, and pretty wholesome living and life. And yet I contracted COVID. I'm careful. I mostly stay home. I work from my house, and I go to the grocery. I wear a mask, etc., etc. But I contracted COVID. And maybe it was because I needed to learn, as with many things in my life and my career, when either we come down with something or our loved ones come down, then we learn about it so we can learn to help them and help ourselves. And so perhaps that's what happened. During the worst of my COVID experience, from day 6 to day 18, when I was my very sickest, my beloved teacher, Hannah Kroger, appeared to me in a dream. And in the dream, she was holding my hands and smiling in my face, and a whole bunch of other people were getting on the bus that was going to the great beyond, but I wasn't going. After considering the dream for a while, I realized that she was saying, no, you're not going to go. That's a good thing. You're going to learn about this, and you're going to turn around and you're going to help your fellow human being, which was always her message to us. So I had a lot of time to think about my life, about my career, about what I wanted to accomplish the rest of my life, if I was going to make it through, and what I had already accomplished, and if it made any difference whatsoever. And so in that, it's fun, it's interesting when you go through confronting your mortality, what things become important and what things you realize really weren't important at all. But through the process, I will say that I did well, I think, because I had light therapy. And I used it, even though sometimes I had to count on my little 12-year-old to come and put the lights on me when I was in the middle of a coughing fit, and that's the only thing that would stop the coughing. It was the only thing that would stop the pain in my lower back. But I also did some of the medicines and vitamins that many of us in the holistic field would just do during this time. And if you want more information about that, then just email me at ginger@energyevents.us, and I'll be happy to share what I took. But for the point of me talking to you all right now, I just felt compelled after something that happened last night, where I shared light therapy with a neighbor who had been suffering. Now, their whole family had COVID, but she was also suffering from something else where she couldn't sleep through the night. And it was really an issue. And one 40-minute session on light therapy, I got a text this morning, and she said, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I slept through the night. Now, I was going to wait and make this little video after I was had my energy level completely back. But after I got that text today, I was like, nope, I'm going to share this right now. It may sound like a commercial to those of you all who haven't bought your light therapy or don't have a device, and so be it. Maybe it is a commercial, but it's a commercial for your life and for your light. So there are many companies out there now that sell light therapy, and we've sold for a number of different brands. If you want to know the brand that we are currently with, then again, you email me. But the reason I'm doing this is because some of you already have photobiomodulation, a pad-based light system that you could pull out of your closet and be using it, or share it with that neighbor that's sick, or with your family member. Everybody that we know of that has used light therapy while they're going through COVID, including myself, did well going through it. Okay? Or post-COVID, did well post-COVID. and recovered much more quickly. And there's so much science that's out there, so much research that's coming out. You can go look at one of the easiest places, lighttherapyresearch.org or .com, and see some of the research. But I had a physician that I spoke to a couple of weeks ago who said to me, do you know that Mayo Clinic is now using the photobiomodulation for depression and anxiety? And it's like, we keep finding out more and more and more things that light therapy is being used for, but there's research coming out on the flood of nitric oxide in the body, which is what's happening when we flood the system with this much light. With the pads have a lot of light in it, and you put a pad, for me, with COVID, I put a pad on my chest, front and back, sometimes on my navel, sometimes on my lower back where I had a lot of pain. And the body's then releasing a lot of nitric oxide, and the nitric oxide's a vasodilator, so it's increasing the circulation, decreasing the pain, and in theory, reducing the inflammation, etc., etc., etc. So many things happen in the presence of nitric oxide. So we keep hearing about the research with COVID and photobiomodulation, with other issues. But when my neighbor used this last night, just for 40 minutes, slept through the night, I thought, you know what? Today's the day. Today's the day. We, being in the middle of a global pandemic, like our teacher Hannah Kroger said, at some time in the future, well, that future is now, we're going to be called on to be the family physician, the family caretaker, to have self-care at home. Well, we're in that time right now. And I just thought it's time, if you've been thinking about eventually getting a light therapy system, for God's sake, get it now, and you don't have to buy it from us. Buy it from whoever is in your life that sells good systems, but get it in your life. For 2 weeks prior to contracting COVID, I had put the lights up because I was trying a new system with my son and my dog. I was afraid he was going to eat the light therapy. So I had put it up. That was the stupidest thing that I could have done, because I know the prevention available to me to keep my, to keep my health up by flooding my system with nitric oxide with the light therapy, which I have used for over a decade. So I just wanted to share this with you all, the benefits of light therapy, going through a time like this where you just need your mood uplifted by the light. Whether you're going to use it like me because it was the only thing that would stop the coughing or the lower back pain, if you're using it in conjunction with whatever your physician's telling you to do, or if you're making it through COVID and you don't have something to do, you feel proactive when you do something. I'm very fortunate that my bad symptoms only lasted from day 6 to day 18. And now for me, it's just a matter of, getting my energy back. Every day it gets a little better, and light therapy is a big part of that. So do what you can. Do what you can. If you have light therapy already, get it out of your closet. Use it daily. Make sure your family uses it. If you don't have it, contact us or someone that you know and get a good pad-based light therapy device that can support your body's natural ability to heal itself. God bless you. God bless our world. We're all in this together. Let's help one another.